Hello! In this video, we are going to look at searching for an event and creating an event. In this video, the terms case and event will be used interchangeably. You can still search for an event in the right-hand corner if you know the event ID. That is still the fastest way to navigate to a known event. If you do not know the event ID, or if you might need to create a new event, start by searching for the event. It is important to search for an event before creating an event to avoid creating duplicate events. To start a search, click on Search Event in the menu on the left-hand side of the screen. The search case window opens and you can begin your search. Since I have not selected a specific disease yet, all the standard search criteria shows. Once a disease is selected, the available fields may change because some diseases have different fields available on their search. An example is blood lead, which has a shorter list than other diseases based on their program needs. Another example is onyx, which has a specific onyx ID field to search with. As you can see, if you pick a different disease like TB, the onyx ID disappears. We will search on TB. There are multiple ways to search for an event: by the first or last name, or both, date of birth, gender, state, disease, and date range, to name a few. The more criteria you enter, the shorter your return list of matching events will be. You do have to enter at least one of the fields like first or last name, date of birth, or disease for the search to run. Options like gender or state will not work on their own because the categories are too broad. There are search tools to help if you have limited search information. The asterisk, which is Shift 8 on your keyboard, is a wildcard that can help with searching. If you know the last name starts with TES but cannot remember the whole last name, enter TES asterisk, and it will return a list of all people with the last name that starts with TES, like Test, Hester, Hesterson, etc. The asterisk can also be used before the name, so if you are sure it ends in TESTER, use asterisk TESTER, and it will pull up cases that match with the disease and end in the last name of tester. It can be used both ends of the letters if you know the middle of the name has TES. So it would be asterisk TES asterisk. This will pull in names that start with TES, contain TES in the middle, and end in TES. So you will see the names from the previous two lists as well as additional names that have TES in the middle of the name. You can also use the Search Soundex option, which is a checkbox at the bottom of the window that can be checked. It helps by searching for names when you are not sure of the exact spelling, but you know what they sound like. For example, if you know it sounds like Anna, but it might be Hannah, Ann with an E, or Anne, instead of searching all of those or using the wildcard on asterisk and asterisk, which would return many results, you could use Soundex. It is also good for names that might commonly be spelled in multiple ways, such as Mohammed. There is also a checkbox for search history. Changes in the person record are saved in MEDSS, and using the search history option, you can search on old phone numbers, addresses, and names. This can be especially helpful when someone has changed their name, such as searching for a married versus maiden name. Something new in 6 is we have the option to leave the search window open by clicking the box for leaving window open. If you are going back and having to search for a lot of different cases, this could be something that you would want to do. The search box will remain in the foreground until you click the MEDSS window. If you are working on 2 screens, it would be an option to keep the search screen open on one screen and the MEDSS window on the other screen to make it easier to go back and forth. Click on the case you need to work on once and click Select, or double-click on the case. Either option will open it. The person we are looking for is Green Goblin with a TB case. So let's search for him. Nothing comes up. So if you have searched and confirmed the event you are looking for does not already exist, you can create an event. Exit out of the search case window. Click on Create an Event in the menu on the left-hand side of your screen. First, select the disease. We will use TB. Search for the person by clicking the Select Person button, which brings up a new search box. This is important to do because it is searching to see if there is already a record for the person. Previously, we searched to see if there was an event open for the disease for the person. However, this search is on all person records in MEDSS. It is not filtered by disease. So this means you may find the person you need has a different event on it, even if you did not find an existing event for the disease you need to create an event for. Other than the scope of what is searched in searching for an event, search works the same. We will start by entering either or both a last and first name. You can use the asterisk search tool to help find the person. If you see the person, select the person. Their demographic information will populate the new event form, and you can click to create the event. If you do not see the person, click Cancel and enter their demographic information manually. After you have entered the information, click Save. Behind the scenes, MEDSS runs a check to see if you are potentially creating a duplicate record. If it finds a potential duplicate, it will stop you to review the person record match, event record match, or both. If the potential duplicate events screen shows, it will show events for all diseases on the person you have access to. Be aware of that as you choose if you want to use an existing event, as it might not be of the same disease you're working on. If you choose to create a new person, it will allow you to select Mark Pending Deduplication if you want someone to review whether it should be managed and merged with an existing record. Check that box. Otherwise, after this screen, the records will not be marked as pending deduplication, and no further proactive checks for duplicate records will be run. After the potential duplicate screen, if it is triggered, it will take you to the new event. This brings us to the end of the search and create events.